Hey guys, it's me, Jazzyspet, over here making mistakes already. I do not want to load into a game. But of course, because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, I can't get out. No, 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 no. Alright guys, be patient with me. I didn't mean to load into the server, so I'm going to quit out and go back so that we can spectate, which is what I wanted to do anyway. But I just got to clicking around a little too fast. Sorry. This is Jazzyspet. Thank you so much for joining in and watching my channel. Here you're going to enjoy our really awesome clan battle. If I could just get us there, how about that? Alright, let's try this again. Favorite server, server info. All I want to do is spectate. There you go. Alright guys, be patient with me. I'm usually sharper than this, but I was too busy watching horror movies. So, alright, here we go. I believe I got it right this time. So again, I want to thank you all for joining the chat here so that you can watch what's going to be a very exciting battle clan. Let's get a little information out there. Battlefield Rush battle. Today starts at 8. So that's going to be in a few minutes, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boss against RipU. The boss clan leader is Steve, and the Rippers clan leader is Nemesis Mackerel. For those who don't exactly know how to play a rush game, there are not going to be any restrictions in this game. If it's in the game and it can be played and used, then it will be. And let me go to the scoreboard. Okay, so everybody is getting started, getting logged in. So it looks like all of RipU is in. There are 12 people on their side, and it looks like what is it? Okay, so it looks like Boss is still waiting on one person, which might actually be the captain there, Steve. Looks like he's not in yet. Okay, so right now no one's joined the server, so luckily enough, in all of my shenanigans, we didn't miss anything. Nope, we didn't miss anything. Yeah, we haven't missed a thing, thank goodness. So yeah, that was fun, right? Okay, so alright, so I always have like the hardest time kind of maneuvering inside of buildings and everything like that. This is always easy to maneuver outside a building, but I'm gonna do what I can to make sure I bring you all the action inside and outside of the building. Again, thank you so much for joining my chat, joining my YouTube page. Thank you for all the new people who joined. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. You come here, you're definitely gonna watch a very exciting clan battle. And today this one is between RipU and Boss, and this is a channel where you can see Boss's clan battles. While I do this, go back and check out the scoreboard. Okay, looks like everybody's in. Alright, so I don't want us to miss anything, but I don't see where there's anybody that I can spawn on right now. Yep, I don't see anybody I can spawn on yet. but just in the meantime, aren't these graphics so awesome? Look at this room here. This is really awesome. Yeah, I know it's kind of corny, but I think the room is awesome. I believe that the graphics in this game are so awesome, totally. And once this game gets started, we're going to see a whole lot of activity, fighting and things of that nature, gun battles and things. And it's just, I think that DICE makes an awesome game. So okay, so I just got the word that that the team is holding off and getting started so that everybody can be in, be ready. So, like I said, with my shenanigans, trying to get logged in, luckily enough, we didn't miss anything. So, woohoo! Okay, so right now I'm on RipU speed kills, which speed does kill, and it looks like that team is getting started, getting set up. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. RipU's logged in. I'm sorry, RipU is in the game, and you can see that the squads are ready, and they're getting themselves prepped to join the battle. RipU over here, Rip Duke Blue, cutting up, hitting folks upside the head, and things of that nature with that heavy bat. It's not even a bat. What is that thing called with the spikes on the end? At any rate, I'm sure it hurts. Okay, so it looks like the guys are moving in. 1, 2 seconds. Okay, so here we are. RipU is moving in. The boss team, they are going to be defending, and RipU is going to be attacking. So right now we are watching Z on the boss side. It looks like he's already set the coordinates to start sending out some artillery so that he can get the attack going on the attackers trying to get in. And again, getting in here is not really going to be that easy. And the boss team is not going to make it easy for anybody to get in. Butter has been set. And so it looks like boss here, we're checking out dipping on Grizz. Stud Spectacular just got blown up because that door just got blown up. And it's important to have medics on your team. Dipping on Grizz got Stud up, and Stud is on the move. Big Stud to be staying away from some of those doors. So it looks like boss has opted to just go ahead and let that Bravo objective become destroyed, because they are going to keep their eye on the Alpha objective. And we got Rain in here watching doors. Okay, you can see that the boss clan, they are diligently watching every possible door to make sure that the enemy does not get in here. We got General Cracker standing here checking out the door. John Deere, Rain, Captain Destro watching doors. And so they want to make sure that the enemy does not get in at all. Let me move over here to RipU. Okay, so we're checking our RipU Wisdom 56. And I like that spelling. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty unique. You can see Wisdom taking some shots, trying to get his team inside of this objective. And you can look at it from this angle. You can see where RipU is on the outside trying to get in. Not a whole lot of medical activity going on. We got a guy down. They got the guy up. Good deal. Good deal. You want to keep your people up. And looking at it from this view, you can see that, excuse me, RipU, Happier, Hunter, Wisdom, Copenhagen, Bell Dandy are all moving in, trying to get right here inside this objective so that they can start to set this Alpha objective. You can see that RipU is starting to throw some gas in there so that they can start moving in. Gas to, I'm sorry, yeah, poisonous gas, so that they can get rid of some of the boss members. And as you can see, some of the boss members are succumbing to the gas. Z Norwal is down. Big Bone Ray went down. Rain went down. Steve is down. And following RipU in here, Duke Blue, Nemesis Mackerel, again the lead of the team. Now, the object of the game is to set all of the objectives and make it to the end of the game. Looks like RipU is using smoke, another effective tactic. But right now I see Boss, Captain, Destro, Blaze It to Stay High, Rain is in here, Night is in here, and they are right here on top of the objective, fixing it so that RipU is not getting a foothold inside of this bunker down here. RipU did a really good push by dropping that gas, dropping that smoke, trying to make a move. But again, Boss using their medics effectively to make sure that they keep as much of the team up and inside this bunker, so that the opposing team will not be able to get in. I can see that there's some flares down here, so that Boss can have an idea on exactly where the opposing team is. Let me see if I can't get us outside. And this is not the side I want to be on. And that's not the side, and neither is that. It's not working out the way I hoped. Here we go. All right, so right now we're watching Z. So again, from this view, you can see where the boss team is in here inside the bunker, and they are watching to make sure that RipU does not get in by any means necessary. Again, you see the poisonous gas going out, smoke and fire coming in, grenades being thrown. With 20 tickets left, I see RipU Bell Dandy has made a push inside of the bunker, and I just had to stop briefly to make sure that that I could be heard, because I have been known to be on mute and just telling the entire story. Again, you can hear the telegraph dropping those mortars down on top of anybody on the outside. So right now, Blaze It to Stay High and Bone are down where RipU are trying to come into this door here, and this looks like some side door that I can see RipU's Wisdom and let me see, RipU's Laker Nation and Little Caesar trying to get in through this side door. It looks like RipU is using every possible tactic, door, whatever method they can to get inside of this objective here. But as you can see, again, Boss is also using their Star Wars, using every tactic possible to make sure that RipU does not get in. 6 tickets, so it is getting close. Now I'm looking at RipU, City Wookie. It looks like he's trying to make a push here and get in. Again, you can see that poisonous gas being thrown around, smoke being tossed around, and looking in from the RipU side, there are a lot of guys look like they're trying to make a big push, knowing that they got 3 tickets going, 3 tickets left to try to get into this objective and actually get it set. I see RipU Country moving in, and RipU made a very good push trying to get inside that bunker. Unfortunately, Boss was but fortunately for Boss, they were able to keep RipU out, and unfortunately for RipU, big push, unable to get in. Again, with Rush, you have to set all of the objectives in order to win the game, and the defending team has to defend all of the objectives. As you can see right now, the best squad goes to RipU. Congratulations. We're going to take a brief break, and I'm going to see what's happening on my channel. Hey, 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 welcome back, welcome back. This is Battlefield 1 Rush Battle, Boss versus RipU. Let's get right into the activity. Alright, we're checking out Boss's dipping on Grizz, making a move to get inside this bunker. So now, Boss is the attacking team, and RipU is the defending team. And we can see right now, I see Boss moving in on this, moving in on the side door. And again, guys, looks like they have the Bravo objective set, and Captain Desha was watching that objective, and it looks like Boss was trying to make a move here on this door to try to get into the Alpha objective, and Alpha and Bravo are currently set. So I'm looking at Z Norwal on the Boss clan, and he's covering the Bravo objective with Destro, and he's also taking out a few members on RipU down there with the Alpha objective set. And let's see if we can't get down here to Alpha and take a look at what's going on. And it looks like Alpha objective was disarmed. Moving in through these little corridors. I really hate this, so let me find a person to join on. So right now we're looking at Boss's Studtacular. He's got his gas mask on because there's a lot of gas being thrown around in these rooms. RipU is definitely trying to make sure that they put up a very good defense to make sure that Boss doesn't get in and reset that Alpha objective. So let's take a look from RipU's view. RipU City Wookie has just thrown on his gas mask because, again, gas, smoke, grenades coming into this bunker, and with the bunker being kind of closed in, it makes it easy to try to hit somebody with a grenade or smoke. But you can see that the City Wookie, and I really hope I'm saying his name right, the City Wookie is watching the front door and was watching this side door here. Keep an eye on what's going on. Boss Night just took the City Wookie down. And again, your medics are important. Medic took the City Wookie, got the City Wookie back up. But again, Boss's Night was standing there waiting for anything that might happen. But there's a good presence of RipU right here inside of this Alpha objective. So let me get out here and let's find John Deere. Okay, so we're looking at John Deere. John Deere just got taken down by one of the RipU City Wookie, and now he's back up, and we got Star Wars here. So we got a good concentration of Boss trying to make a move in to this objective downstairs, and you can see that there's smoke being used. Everything that is in the arsenal that can be used is being used by both teams effectively, RipU and by the Boss clan. Again, the game is won by the attacking team either destroying all of the telegraphs or the defending team defending all of the telegraphs. There is no counting of telegraphs, of how many people got how many telegraphs. That's not how Rush works, and that's not how it's going to work in this clan battle. This is going to be the best of 6. Each map is played twice. A draw or a tie is highly unlikely, but it has happened in the past. These two clans are battling for the very, very first time. And again, I want to thank all the spectators that are here. If you join my page, thank you so very much. This is Jazzyspet, and this is what I do. I broadcast Boss's clan clan battles, and Boss did move in and get the Alpha objective set. And as you can see, they managed to get RipU out of this barracks, which was no easy task by any stretch of the imagination, because RipU was making a firm stand here, but Boss is in, and Steve is taking in some gas here. I hope he throws his gas mask on soon. And we can see that RipU is trying to get the gas mask on. Easy Wood trying to move in and was going to try to get that objective disarmed, but the objective has been destroyed by the Boss clan. Okay, so here's RipU, big country, waiting on any boss member to peek his head around the country corner so he can take people out. We're looking at Boss Z and dipping on grids, and Captain Destro trying to make their way out of the bunker. So getting into the bunker was pretty hard, but RipU is trying to make sure that getting out of that bunker is even going to be harder. We're looking at Boss Spectacular and Rain trying to get out because they got to get to these next set of objectives. They got 70 tickets left, and although that sounds like a lot of tickets, when you got 2 objectives to set, you want to really get out here and get on the move. Again, RipU is setting these coordinates and sending artillery barrage down onto Boss's clan. And I'm looking at my YouTube page, so I don't know if you guys can still hear me because my YouTube page seems to be stuck. So I'm hoping that the live feed is okay and that you guys haven't missed everything that I was saying. I'm gonna keep on broadcasting here and try to catch you up. I think that what you guys are seeing is behind, of course, but for right now, RipU is making sure that Boss does not get out to set those 2 objectives, that Alpha and that Bravo objective. The tickets are 63, and we can see Blaze at the Stay High. We can see Bone trying to get out of these barracks and make their way to either objective, Alpha or Bravo, so that they can get these objectives set. That was Blaze at the Stay High, and he was just taken down. Let's go over here to John Deere and see what's going on. John Deere is a medic, and he's trying to make sure that the numbers stay up, make sure that he keeps his people up, and it looks like they are making a move over here to the Bravo objective. So John Deere was standing there giving protection to the person that was setting Bravo. So Bravo is set and Alpha is set. That's a good move by the Boss clan. You can see that Boss Star Wars is taking a look over. It's just looking over at both objectives, keeping his eye on Bravo and Alpha from the inside. Boss Night is moving in so that he can keep an eye on anybody coming inside the barracks on this side from RipU. And we can see that RipU Hunter Warriors just went down, and we see a lot of Boss moving around with 60 tickets left. Looks like they have taken out both objectives. Both objectives are down due to the tenacity of the Boss clan. Okay, so let me go back and find, okay, RipU. Okay, so for right now, I'm gonna try to get us up in the air here because we were inside for a while, and then we can get outside and take a look at what's going on outside. Okay, so looking at this setup right now, I'm looking at RipU, and they're taking a move and getting back inside the bunker right here on this entrance so they can keep an eye on Alpha, which is not a bad plan at all by any stretch of the imagination, because if you could try to keep Boss out inside, that way they can't get in to get the Alpha objective or the Bravo objective and keep dropping those artilleries on the Boss clan, then that'll kind of keep them on the inside. And Boss has 72 tickets left, and they are battling the smoke, and they're battling RipU that are inside the barracks and trying to make sure that Boss doesn't get outside to get to those objectives. Z Norwal just took a shot from Big Country 1 because he's sitting there on top of that hill looking down into the barracks there. So we got Captain Destro, and we got a heavy concentration right here at the Alpha objective. Let's see if I can move around a little bit and give you the view that the guys see from the outside. Again, that barrage is very effective. So you can see there are a few members that went down from the Boss side because they were trying to get out to that Bravo objective. So right now, Boss is focused on Alpha. And so you got movement in here. We got Stay High. We got Big Bone in here. Blazing to Stay High. And they have successfully gotten that Bravo Alpha objective. And now we can see where they are moving into the Bravo objective. And the Bravo objective is set. But the enemy did disarm the Bravo objective. And I'm trying to get this camera up so that you guys can see the real battle going on the outside. There's that artillery barrage that's being dropped by the telegraph. And you can see that RipU is pushed up. Excuse me. RipU is pushed up. And making sure that the boss clan does not get out to this Bravo objective again. We got RipU Copenhagen and Wisdom over here on the left side. We got the Hunter Warriors and Duke on the right side. We got looks like Rain is trying to slide in and get a little shot here and there. So this is the view that he's looking at. And it looks like we got RipU on the inside here, pushing back. Very, very smart, trying to make sure that they keep their opponents on the inside. There you go. Trying to get a camera over here on Blazer to Stay High. Blazer to Stay High just dropped Blazer to Stay High just dropped some flares out so that he and his team will know exactly where where the enemies are. And again, I'm watching my YouTube channel, and that channel just really seems to be sticking, or maybe it's could be my tablet, who knows. But again, you are watching a really, really exciting, and hopefully, I hope it's fun for you guys watching this battle, watching RipU put on a really, really good defense. Boss was getting it. Boss was getting it set. John Doe Deer actually got it set. He stepped up there. He was getting it set, and he did get it set, but he was by himself. He didn't have a whole lot of protection behind him, and RipU just moved in like a swarm of wasps and took John out and disarmed the objective. 39 tickets left. Let's get this camera up in the air so you can see what's going on again. RipU is making a really, really good push on keeping Boss inside that barracks. I mean, they are really, really doing what it would take to make sure that the enemy does not get out to these objectives at all, and that's impressive. So here's Rain out here on the outside trying to move in, making sure there are flares down, making sure that the team knows who's where on the opposite side, throwing out grenades, trying to get his team moved up on the objective. This is the tackler, and it looks like he and Z are moving or flanking around on, well, it looks like the right side, trying to get over to that Bravo objective again, and hopefully they will be able to get to that Bravo objective as a team, and it won't just be one person setting the objective. As you can see, RipU Copenhagen has moved around. I mean, has actually flanked around to shoot off anybody that was on this side, any of the boss team that was on this side. So RipU is being really, really, again, really effective with trying to make sure they defend this Bravo objective. The game is won when all of the objectives are either properly defended or properly attacked. All of the objectives. There's no counting objectives or anything of that nature. It's all or none. That's how the game is won in Rush. And looking at the RipU City Wookiee, who is really making sure that no boss gets over that wall to get over here to this Bravo objective. Let me see if I can get you a view on what's going on the boss team. And the boss team is almost really, I mean, they're really kind of pushed back. You know, you can see them right here in this corner. I'm looking at Stud and Night, Star Wars, Steve, regrouping and trying to get their way out of this, what looks like a little rut right now. Here we got Rain, Captain Destro, and Blazer to stay high. Looking for a way to flank to the left, or looking for a way to flank to the right. Dipping on Grizz was making a move over here on the right side flank. And that didn't work out too well. Captain Destro moving up along with Star Wars, really pushing really hard, really getting that gas out there, getting that smoke out there. But again, if you look at it from this side, from the defender side, you can see where the defenders are really holding on to this objective. Now, here's a smoke that's being moved in so that Boss can move in and get this objective set, and that tactic worked. Boss Steve is getting it set, but it looks like they were taken out by a mortar. Star Wars moving in, getting it set. All right, so it looks like Star Wars setting it. Captain Destro protecting, and RipU country is disarming. And I don't know if the Boss knows it, but it's being disarmed, and Boss was not able to get over to this objective to keep RipU from disarming it. Good disarm on the defending team. 4 tickets left. Can it be done? Yes. Is this going to take another big push from Boss? But RipU is all over this objective, watching it, studying it, and it was a good push by the Boss clan, but RipU was definitely making sure that they kept a strong presence right there at the Bravo objective. So RipU was defending, and they defended the Bravo objective well on that set. As we saw, Boss was moving in, trying to get that Bravo objective set. And here, looking, you can see the best squad was the Boss Clan International, Z Norwal and Stud Tacular. I didn't get to get all the names, but it was a good game. So right now we have Boss. They won 1 game, and RipU has won 1 game. Both defensive games have been won. I'm gonna go get something to drink, and I'll be right back. Hey, this is Jazzyspet YouTube channel, and if you are just joining in, thank you very much. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Here you're going to see fun and exciting battles of the Boss Clan, and today is the Boss Clan versus the RipU. And let's get right into the activity here. So Boss is defending, and I'm sorry that I forgot to tell you that the first map was Port Deveau, and right now we're on this map is Amiens, and this map is outside, as you can see. So let me get us up in the air here so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so this is Boss over here defending both objectives, Bravo and Alpha. And it doesn't look like RipU's made it quite into the base yet, so we haven't missed anything. I want you guys to think I was out taking a drink and just forgot about you, because I didn't. Alright, and now I'm going to take a slide over to this side of the world, and we can take a look at what's going on. RipU are the defenders. I'm sorry. RipU are the attackers. And wow, that was a big artillery barrage, and that took out quite a few of RipU. That took out Copenhagen, Wisdom, and Hunter that were right here on this side. That they were trying to make a move and get in on the objective over here on the left side, or my left side. So let me get you the player's view. So that's Z right there moving in and marking out the attackers as they come in. Again, you hear that artillery being dropped. That's being called in from the telegraphs on by Boss. Again, Boss is the defending team, and RipU are the attackers in this game. And it looks like I'm gonna sneak in behind Copenhagen on the RipU side. And it looks like he has slid in and is getting ready to set that Bravo objective. And he had his coverage, he had his partner there to keep an eye on him. And let me get you to a member. So here's Captain Destro, and you can see that the Boss team is trying to move in and get a disarm going, of course. And here's Boss, Captain Destro, but right now it really looks like Boss is going to get that disarmed, and they did get the Bravo objective disarmed, but RipU is right here in the back of this objective, trying to make sure that they get it armed again. And so right now it looks like that we're watching Hunter go try to make it back into the Alpha objective and get it set. Night was inside the Bravo objective. And let's take a close look in here. Hunter is getting the objective set on the Bravo side, and Copenhagen is there to protect him. Good move on RipU. So they do have that Bravo objective set. And while I was following that, I didn't get the excitement over here on the Alpha objective. It looks like RipU was getting in there and getting that Alpha objective set now. There's some flares here and some smoke right here on the Alpha objective. And so Bravo is set. So RipU definitely has this set, and they are holding on to this Alpha objective. You can see Hunter, Warriors there, and Happier Hunter. Wisdom is here, making sure that they get this Bravo objective under their belt, and they have done so, and they've done so successfully. So let me get you a player view. Here's RipU City Wookie moving in and trying to get into that Alpha objective. He tossed a grenade, and it's a smoke grenade, so he's definitely seeing where that has affected a few people on the Boss side. And City Wookie was just about to get that objective set on the Alpha side, and it looked like Boss came up and got that Alpha objective, got City shot off the Alpha objective before it could even be set. I'm gonna get out here, give you an overview of what it looks like in the battlefield here. So I want you to kind of see everything. So again, so here we have General Cracker over here by the Alpha objective. You got dipping on Grizz from the Boss Clan Star Wars Night. There's a heavy presence of Boss, but it looks like RipU is dropping plenty of smoke. And it's hard for me to tell from here, but it does look like RipU's dropping plenty of smoke and trying to move in on the Alpha objective. But you can also see where Boss is sending those coordinates out to make sure that RipU doesn't get anywhere near. Now I'm looking at Happier Hunter, who was just about to get the Alpha objective set. Little Caesar is here, a lot of RipU, Happier Hunter, Laker Nation, but there's Boss General Cracker right here, and he is trying to keep an eye on the Alpha objective. I see smoke, I see flames. I'm gonna have to get up just a little higher, guys, so that you guys can see what's going on. And this is the view. You can see right now that Boss, we got Star Wars, General Cracker, John Deere, Z-Wall, calling in more artillery barrage onto the RipU clan, and I'm going to move in on this side over here so you can see that this is a really, really good battle between both teams. RipU pushing in and dropping in as much smoke as possible to make sure that Boss doesn't see any of their movements. And there was 3 or 4 times when RipU was there to set the objective, but Boss was right there to disarm that Alpha objective. RipU successfully set the Bravo objective. They were not able to get that Alpha objective, and in order to actually get the entire set, you have to set all of the objectives, or all of the objectives have to be defended. Good game by both teams. This is exciting. There's a lot of activity. I hope you guys are enjoying. Best squad here, RipU. You see City Wookie, Duke, Nemesis, and Bell Dandy. Well done, guys. I'm gonna take a brief break and I'll be right back. All right, here we are ready to watch the Boss clan and the RipU clan get into the battle right here. This is Amiaz, and we're watching Z dipping on Grizz, Studtacular, and I believe the light tank is being driven by Steve, and they're moving in right now to get to these objectives. Let's get let's look over the battlefield. Yep, I was right. The light tank is being driven by Steve, Captain Destro, Norwal. You can see there's a big push like right now from the Boss clan to get in here and try to looks like they're going to attack the Alpha objective first. I can see why Boss would move in and attack the Alpha objective first, because it was what they defended, and they know how hard it is to get in here and get this Alpha objective. Let me make a move around here so that you can see exactly what RipU is doing, and RipU is taking the fight right to the Boss clan. I mean, just moving right in. But you can see that the light tank has been moved in and is actively defending the Alpha objective, so that RipU is not able to get in and just easily disarm the Alpha objective. That's a good tactic. Right now, looks like that tank is on fire, but it's a sacrifice that's got to be made in order to, to get this objective and to make sure that the objective does not get disarmed. That was the move made by Boss. They used that light tank effectively to get in there and set that Alpha objective. So as you can see, RipU is all over this area right here, trying to make sure that Boss does not move in and get anywhere near the Bravo objective. But Captain Destro has already made his way around to the back part of the Bravo objective, and I can see Boss Knight moving in, and well, Boss Knight was here, and Star Wars was moving in. And as you can see, RipU is moving back a little bit, moving back so that they can start to get full coverage over this Bravo objective. So let's take a look from this side. That artillery barrage is very effective, as you can see, on keeping the enemies not just back, but as far back as possible in their spawn. So right now we see Boss the Tacular popping smoke, trying to make his move away, make his move around to the Bravo objective, taking out as many enemies as he possibly can, and hoping that his team members will spawn in on him. The RipU clan is doing a really good job of defending this objective, because they are right here on top of the objective. There's fire right here on top of this objective being thrown in by the enemy, which would be, of course, the attacking team Boss. And you can see that RipU is back a ways, because Boss is trying to move them back, not just so they can get the objective set, but so they can have the opportunity to defend the objective. Let me slow down a little bit, because I'm a little excited, because this game is really exciting. There is good defense and good attack on both teams, and it looks like the Bravo objective was disarmed, but General Cracker got back in there and has armed the objective. And we got plenty of coverage by Boss. You can see a lot of the Boss team members right here on the objective. Taking a look over here, let's get a player look on RipU. Okay, so we see the City Wookiee sliding in and trying to get across this gate here so that he can get in there and disarm that objective. And Duke Blue was trying to get in and disarm the objective, pop off some of the attacking members, and you can see that the Nemesis Mackerel, the lead for the RipU team, pulling back a little bit so that he can get in here and get his eye on Alpha and send that barrage out there to start to push back the attacking team of Boss. RipU, Bell Dandy, Takashi is moving in, and he's going to take a stance where he can keep an eye on the Bravo objective. And let's see, Blaze It to Stay High is moving in with Star Wars and John Doe, who just took a nasty shot by someone over on the Bravo objective. Okay, so John Doe Deer is back in, Blaze It to Stay High is back in, Star Wars is moving back in. So looking at this map, which I'm gonna get up here so you can see where it looks like Boss is taking a stand here to try to make a move on the Bravo objective first. A lot of times that is a harder objective to get, but as you can see, they moved in as a group, got the Bravo objective. There's a lot of smoke going around. There are a lot of flares out, and here's the light tank right here that's keeping an eye on, it looks like, the Bravo objective, and also trying to stay out of the way. But RipU has effectively used that artillery barrage, and they have decided to bring in what looks like the land ship here so that they can counter attack the light tank. Now the light tank is a pretty durable tank, so it'll be able to hold its own, but I see Nemesis Mackerel inside this tank. Oh, and that tank is gone. Bravo did get disarmed, so RipU was able to use that tank to hold off the Boss clan for a moment or two, and it was effective. But again, this light tank is a very sturdy tank, so don't sleep on these light tanks. Alpha and Bravo are set. Looking at this building, it looks like an inferno in here. Boss, Star Wars, I think, or Z, I'm sorry, Z is using that smoke effectively, and looking back, he looks like a true fireman. I mean, with the actual fire and everything going, the building has been demolished. Forgive me for focusing on that. I kind of enjoy the fire and destruction. Okay, so Bravo was set and Bravo is gone. Steve is moving up with the light tank with Bone and looks like Blaze to stay high, staying close behind. We got Rip It, Bell Dandy moving in, Takashi moving in to get over here to the Alpha objective. Oops. Let me get us a player. So I can never think of what it's a sentry. Okay, so he's the sentry. So that's Z Norwal as a sentry with the fire, trying to keep RipU out of the building completely. It's really hard to kind of compete with that fire, because once you're on fire, it's unless you got a lot of medics on you, it's really hard to compete against the fire.
Some ammo for you.
You see Captain Destro throwing a little ammo out there for his teammates and keeping an eye on the building. Dipping on Grizz coming in, making sure nobody gets that Alpha objective disarmed. And the Alpha objective has been successfully destroyed by the Boss Clan. I've been so excited about the game, I forgot to tell you guys what channel you're watching. This is Jazzyspet speaking, and this is Jazzy's channel, and I really appreciate everybody who watches this channel. I really appreciate everyone who subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate you guys so very much. I really appreciate doing this, and I'm glad that Boss allows me to broadcast their clan battles. All right, so let's get back to the nitty gritty here. Player view. Z Norwal is still there. He is still the sentry, and he is at 33% right now. Somebody needs to drop that man a medic. Captain Destro's over here. I'm not sure what he's seeing. Dipping on Grizz is on fire.
Want those wounds patched?
We got a lot of medics. Okay, I see what's going on. I got confused. Okay, so because there are a lot of folks in this building, right now, the sentry is using that fire to make sure that he keeps RipU away from the Alpha objective. And I'm so sorry, I'm having a really hard time seeing what's going on, but the Alpha objective is not set, but Bravo is set. Bravo is set. The Alpha objective is not set yet. There is a lot of activity, so let me get you guys back around here so you can see what's going on. Here we go. Right here we got Captain Destro, we got Z, and we got Star Wars that moved around to get to this to help get to this Alpha objective. Also, you can see where Night and Blazing to stay high came in through one side of the building. And right now I'm just gonna have to get you guys a person to watch, but it's really hard to see because you see the smoke, you see the flames, you see the incendiary devices being thrown in and being thrown out to make sure that RipU doesn't get in here and disarm this objective. So Alpha has been destroyed. And let's get over to the RipUs. Let's get over here to RipU so we can see that RipU is trying to move in. Not only trying to move in, but trying to get a little closer to the next set of objectives, and trying to keep an eye on the Boss Clan because they're trying to take down the numbers. There's that barrage that drops after each objective has been completely taken. Whenever we play Rush is played by successfully defending and or attacking all of the objectives. There is no counting of objectives, how many were taken, how many weren't, none of that. Rush is played and successfully won or lost by about all of the objectives being taken or defended. When you get to the end of this game, all of the objectives either have to have been taken or destroyed. There's no counting of objectives. Okay, and give you a little information there. All right, so we got our eye on Studtacular. Raise it up. I might have to go back to Stud so we can get in here and get to the Bravo objective, which is exactly what Stud has done. Rain is moving upstairs so that he can keep an eye on anybody coming into the building from upstairs.
Tossing a grenade!
But you can see RipU is moving in, looking for those doors to get inside and start taking the Boss Clan out of that building. He's fighting his way through the smoke and through the gas. You can hear him coughing. RipU City Wookie was just taken down by Captain Destro. We can see Duke Blue moving in and getting in over to Bravo, and it looks like RipU has successfully disarmed Bravo, but Boss went in and armed Alpha. There is a lot of activity on this game. You can see RipU Big Country moving in with the light tank. Again, don't sleep on these light tanks because they are sturdy little tanks. And so we're gonna follow Big Country around this corner here as he moves in and tries to make sure that the Alpha objective stays disarmed and that the Bravo objective stays disarmed. You can see there's a lot of smoke and there is a lot of fire and there's a lot of gas being used. Aggressive methods by both Team Boss and RipU to get in and defend, get in and attack. This little corridor right here is just being torn to pieces, shreds. The street is being shredded. The buildings are just coming down, and there's dipping on Grizz upstairs again, trying to make sure that he keeps an eye on that Bravo objective so it doesn't get destroyed. And he's moving out to try to get rid of that light tank right there. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of work being done by Boss to make sure they get rid of that light tank. Dipping on Grizz, taking shots at people with that shotgun. It's the Tagler, I think, succumbed to what looked like gas, but I just got over there. So I didn't exactly see what took him out. Rain just put on his gas mask because there's a lot of gas out there. Because again, RipU is trying to get into Alpha and make sure that Boss doesn't get into the Alpha objective. Let me see if I can get you guys a free cam move. Okay, and you can see right gas again. Gas and smoke. We're looking at RipU on this side of the map here, making sure that no one gets into this little itty bitty corridor right here to get to this Bravo objective, which sits right here. I had to lift it up a little bit, guys, because you can see there's a lot of smoke and there's a lot of gas down there, and with the camera down there it makes it a little hard to actually see what's going on. But with me being up like this, you can kind of get an idea of what's happening with this bird's eye view. Z Norwal's moving in to set the objective quietly, and he did it in the midst of a lot of RipU being right there at the objective. That was a pretty slick move. And there's a Stud Tackler that came in and was going to try to keep an eye on this Alpha objective, but with 1, 2, 3, 4, look like 5 or 6 RipU members right there, wasn't happening. This is a good defense and a good attack by both teams. A lot of activity, guys. Whenever you watch a Boss Clan battle, it usually is a lot of activity. It's a lot of fun to watch. There's that artillery barrage that's being dropped whenever one of the members from RipU sends the coordinates out. Now it's really quiet right here. There's not a lot of activity right here in this spot where the Alpha objective is. You can see Night blaze it to stay high, trying to move in from the okay, so I'm looking from here, from behind the objective, and Big Bone over here on the left side of the objective trying to get moved in. There's 25 tickets, and it looks like General Cracker was about to get it set, but it might not have been General Cracker, it might have been Z. And again, the enemy barrage, it makes a big difference. I think this time this was a mortar. I'm trying to see what's going on. Was that a mortar? I think it was. I'm not sure. But right now, looking here, you can see where General Cracker, Star Wars, Night Knight, Steve, Blaze at the Stay High are right here on top of the objective. Now, RipU was going to come in and RipU Takashi was coming in to disarm RipU Easy, RipU Little Caesar, Easy Wood, Blue. They're moving in and trying to get to that objective to disarm it and make sure that Boss does not move forward. But even with all of the pushing and the tenacity of the RipU clan, Boss was right there to make sure that RipU didn't get a foothold back into this little corridor here where that Alpha objective was. And check it out, the buildings are destroyed and just the entire road is gone, and it was a lot of activity that took place over in this little corner where this Alpha objective was. All right, let's get moved in and move over here to the brand new Bravo objective. Now, these objectives are not easy to defend. And, you know, you have to make up your mind. Are you going to defend Alpha? Are you going to defend Bravo? You know, it's good to try to be clustered around one or the other. So let me find you a person that we can... not tabletop. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we are. We're looking at RipU City Wookie, and it looks like he's pushing back. So it looks like he's pushing back to make sure that Boss doesn't get pushed up real close to the objective. And RipU has gone and gotten what looks like the land ship here, so they can sit directly on top of Bravo. But from the looks of it, Bravo has been set, and even though there are a lot of RipU members around the Bravo objective, Bravo did manage to get set. So RipU Laker Nation just disarmed. There were a lot of RipU personnel around right here in this Bravo objective, but you can see where there are a few people that moved in on the Boss side, and with that being a distraction, Boss came over and has set the objective for Alpha. Excuse me. And Macro is trying to hold on to that land ship. That land ship is on fire. It's trying to hold on to it so that someone can get over here and disarm Alpha, which they just did. They just got Alpha disarmed, and Nemesis Macro has gotten that land ship repaired, and it looks like he's going to use that particular tank to keep an eye on the Alpha objective. So now let's take a look-see here in this Bravo objective. Okay, so there's a lot of activity right here in this Bravo objective, because you can see from this view that the RipU moved inside to keep an eye on the Bravo objective, and from this view, it looks as if RipU just got taken out by quite a few Boss members, and therein Boss Cracker, General Cracker, is setting the objective. And some of the members around the Boss, some of the members around the Bravo MCOM got shot while Cracker was setting the MCOM, but the MCOM is still set. Now you can see where RipU is moving in to disarm this MCOM, and there are a lot of RipU members right here, and they did get the MCOM disarmed. So RipU is really doing a lot of work here. They're moving from one side to the next, keeping an eye on both objectives, which is not easy to do. And Nemesis Macro is effectively holding on to this tank with 36 tickets left. Boss really needs to get rid of that tank and get in and make moves to get these objectives set. 36 is not a big number when you have two objectives that you need to get set. And looking at this view right now, you can see RipU is all over both objectives. There's a tank on Alpha, and there are RipU members inside of Bravo. 26 tickets so far. And it looks like the fog has moved in, and that is not going to be helpful for either team, because with that fog moving in, it makes it kind of hard to see, because it's getting hard for me to see. Here we go. Star Wars is making a move, and Star Wars is getting ready to arm that MCOM, and RipU came in and shot Star Wars. Star Wars was alone, so he didn't have a lot of backup right there. The tank is still here on the Alpha objective, and Bravo objective was set, and again that objective was disarmed too by the RipU clan members. You hear where the tank is down to 28%, but Mackerel is holding on to that tank and using all that he can to make sure that both of these objectives are held on to. He is holding on to that tank, to that to the land ship. And Blazer to stay high is trying to take out that land ship, and it looks like he did get the land ship out. Let me not speak too soon. The land ship is still up. Alpha is not disarmed. Alpha is not disarmed. Bravo is not disarmed. It looks like Alpha might be getting ready to go off. Bravo is gone, and this is the last objective right here. Is Boss going to be able to get this objective and win this game in total? Looks like it's happening. Looks like Alpha's being totally covered by Alpha. Alpha was being totally covered by the Boss clan. I got a little excited there, a little tongue-tied. However, Boss was able to destroy all 10 objectives, garnering an offensive win. Congratulations to both teams. Again, this was an exciting battle. A lot of activity, a lot of back and forth. Congratulations to the best squad there. Destro, Grizz, Spectacular, Rain, and Norwal. I'm going to take a break, catch my breath. I'll be right back.
Boys, use it for cover. At the ready, soldiers. This folk's good for an ambush. Yes.
Hey, we're back, and looked like it was a little technical difficulty just a few seconds ago, because when I came in, looks like everybody was running in place.
Enemy coordinates have been sent to our artillery.
Alright, so I'm not going to be able to get you the camera up above because there's so much fog up there in that area. So we're just going to kind of watch, we're just going to kind of watch from right here. We're going to kind of follow some of the members. Boss Captain Destro, Boss's clan is currently defending. And there's is that RipU? That was RipU. Wisdom that just got shot. Let's take a look at Copenhagen. And Okay, so I was a little thrown off because I was trying to get myself together when I saw everybody tossing and turning and running around. Okay, so let me move in, get a little closer to Alpha. The Alpha objective is set. And again, from this view, guys, it was a little hard for me to show you everything that was happening because there's so much fog out here. Now, this is St. Quentin Scar. The Boss Clan is defending, and they got that, excuse me, they got Alpha disarmed. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to the player's view here. So right now we're looking at RipU Copenhagen, who's doing some oversight, keeping this eye on the objectives from afar. Let's see, we got Happier Hunter moving in, and was just about to get in there and try to get that objective set. And I'm looking at RipU Hunter Warriors. It looks like he's in the back there. Was trying to get some sniping done so he can move in on the objective. And Blazing to stay high, throwing those grenades, using that trench effectively to try to make sure that nobody moves in on the objective. These trenches are effective when used properly. Hopefully this smog will subside and I can give you a better view of the entire battlefield, you know, who's moving where. But in the meantime, you can see that Boss is definitely holding on to both Bravo and objective, Bravo and Alpha, and moving back and forth so that they can get those enemy barrages, those artillery barrages going. So I think we can see here. Okay, so again, Boss is defending, and we got RipU attacking, and get you down here to RipU's nemesis Macro. He is the lead of the RipU team. There he is with the land ship. I think I got it right. Yeah, it looks like he's in that land ship. And he's moving that land ship in so he could get his members in there to get an objective set. And Bravo is set. And that's what you need to do. Sometimes you just got to get that tank, get that land ship in there and just move it in so that you can get your players in. Sometimes sacrifices take place, but he did manage to get his players in here to get this Bravo objective set. But it looks like Dippin' on Grizz just disarmed that Bravo objective. Alright, so now we got clear skies ahead, and Alpha is set. And there's smoke and carnage everywhere, as you can see. Okay, so it looks okay. So RipU has successfully armed and destroyed the Alpha MCOM. Very well done. 25 tickets left. That's enough tickets to get in here and get over to this Bravo MCOM and get it destroyed. But you got to get a hustle going. So the RipU team's going to have to hustle on over and try to get this done as soon as possible. Alright, so here's RipU Duke Blue moving in to get this Bravo MCOM set. And it looks like RipU got in here and got it set. And John Deere is trying to disarm it. Looks like he's on fire. There's a little burning going on here. Night and Deere and Blaze It to stay high, staying right here in the trenches. Let me pull back a little bit because I like to see the entire field every now and then, and I like for you to see the entire field to see what's going on. There's RipU, aka Little Caesar, moving in, trying to get over to that Bravo MCOM. I want to move back just a little bit. Okay, so Nemesis Macro again moving in with that land ship because he knew that's what worked on that Alpha MCOM, and now he's using that for that Bravo MCOM. Doesn't look like that land ship lasted very long, but it did last long enough to get some RipU team members in here and get that objective set. Boss is moving in and trying to get the boss, the Bravo MCOM disarmed, but I do believe that the RipU team was dropping a mortar on the MCOM, trying to make sure that boss didn't get it disarmed or anything of that nature. Again, a very exciting match. I mean, you can see shots being fired over the map, and it was a really good push by both teams. Boss has won this game by defending the MCOM, and again, when we play Rush, all MCOMs have to be defended or they have to be set and destroyed. So this was a good battle by both teams, and I'm going to take a brief break and I'll be right back. Sorry, got to give it a shout out to Wookie and Blue, Macro, Takashi, and I didn't see the last guy. Congrats on being the best squad, guys. Hey, it's me, Jazzyspet, and you are currently watching Jazzyspet's channel, where you can catch the boss clan, having clan battles, because this is what I broadcast for the boss clan. Thank you, boss, for letting me do this. So this is the Battlefield Rush battle, with the boss clan versus the RipU. And we're on St. Quentin Scar, and RipU is going to go in and defend, and again, with the whole running in place, you know, it's weird at the beginning of this game. There you go. Okay, so here we go, and this is going to be an exciting battle. You can see that RipU City Wookie getting ready, setting up the enemy barrage to drop on the boss team as they come, the boss clan as they come in. Boss is in, and they are setting that Alpha MCOM. Alpha MCOM is set, and again, there's a lot of fog going on right now, but you can see blazes to stay high. That is currently trying to shoot people off of that away from the Bravo MCOM while he is defending the Alpha MCOM. So Blazer just went down. Takashi just took Blazer to stay high down. But that Alpha MCOM still seems to be up, and now it's destroyed. And you can see John Deere Doe moving in to set the Bravo MCOM. Bravo MCOM is set. Boss is attacking, and RipU clan is defending. This is the St. Quentin Scar map right here. And in case I haven't explained over and over again what determines a win, that would be the attacking team destroying all of the telegraphs, or the defending team simply stopping the attackers from destroying all the telegraphs. So it is important that all of the telegraphs are destroyed or defended in order to have a win. There is none of that, you know, one or two telegraphs here and there. That's not how Russia is effectively paid.
Return to the combat area.
All right, so I did not check the scoreboard here, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude my broadcast. Thank you guys for watching. This was exciting. You guys have a great night.
We have armed objective butter.